Okay, where were we? Oh, these are save files. I understand. Got it. Alright, so I got to limits and demonstrations. That sounds about right. The end of Act 1. Limits and demonstrations. Oh, that's the bit from the famous demos thing on Stanley Parable. Wall text. Limits and demonstrations. A Lula Chamberlain retrospective. Marking the first major public showcase of her work in over 20 years, this retrospective exhibition of work by pioneering installation artist Lulu Chamberlain comprises a diagonal slice through time, space, and form. The pieces on display here were individually debuted over a period of 35 years, designed in Chamberlain's various homes and studios between her beloved Mexico City and her native Elizabethtown. Where's that? They represent a range of scale and impact, from the intimate warmth of vertex texture fetch to the infamous visage, the latter of which requires a vertical clearance of over 30 feet. Yet these works share a confounding legacy. In each of their debut exhibitions, they were nearly impossible to install. Galleries and museums balked at the scale, power requirements, and highly skilled labour involved in maintaining these works for display. Some of their debuts collapsed under the weight of logistics, only to be successfully executed much later. And so, just as they describe the outer limits of Chamberlain's range as an installation artist, the geographical edges and vertices of her iterant home life, and the beginning and end of her distinguished career, the works on display here also trace the extremes of our capabilities and the frontiers of our patience as both viewers and exhibitors. Are we capable of viewing these works as they were meant to be viewed? Do we even want to be? Huh. So that's that again. Okay, yeah, I read that. Yeah. Oh, there's the button. Which button was that? That one. Right. Skip. Right. What's this? Title card. Basement Puzzle Number 2. Artist Sunset and Horse, 1976. Plaster and wire. What do you think she means by puzzle? Yeah, weird. I guess it's something you can solve. They must be symbols. Artist, sunset, horse, or it's an anagram, or like a code? Maybe it's not a puzzle, but it's just about a puzzle. Maybe it's a puzzle, but there's no right answer. That is kind of sad. Hey, these three are the three from the basement in the gas station, aren't they? Bob, Emily, and the other one. Or was it Ben? Title card. Overdub Nam June Pike installation in the style of Edward Packer. 1965, 1973, 1980. Magnetic tape, handheld tape playback head, speaker system, voice of the artist, computer synthesized speech. I read about this one. It's interactive. How does it work? It's a bunch of old tape. And you run the tape playback head along it, and just listen to the recordings, I guess. Let's try it out. I think you start in the middle. As Bob drags the playback head along the tape, a woman's voice issues unsteadily from the speakers. We start in the middle. Donald and Joseph are in the hallway. I am in an office. The walls are lined with filing cabinets. A few drawers hang open. The door is ajar. A massive computer looms in the corner. There are some punch cards on the floor. A synthetic voice recording spliced awkwardly into the tape lists out options in monotone. To examine cards, rotate 30 degrees and advance 7 inches. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15 inches. Activate computer. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. So loud, I love it. I am now holding 2 punch cards. On one of them, Joseph has scribbled a note. Caves. The other is blank. To insert caves card, rotate 11 degrees and advance 2 inches. To insert blank card, rotate 95 degrees and advance 14 inches. Blank card. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. I'm standing in a hallway. The walls are a blank beige. It's just after winter quarter, but before spring, so there are no students around. Usually these walls would be papered with flyers announcing new student clubs, looking for roommates, selling old textbooks, but now they're blank. Seems like it skips around a bit. Donald is here, scribbling on a scrap of graph paper. Joseph is here. He can hear me talking into this tape recorder. You sound like an anthropologist, Lula. An anthropologist? An entomologist. To lean on Joseph's shoulder, rotate 70 degrees and advance 11 inches. To take Donald's hand, rotate 270 degrees and advance 2 inches. Joseph's making the jokes, we'll go with him. Lean on Joseph's shoulder. This is the beginning of the tape. I'm at home, alone. Joseph just left. We had an argument, but it'll work out. Wow. Wow, this is kind of personal. What time period do you think this clip is from? The title card says 1965, 1973, 1980. So if this is the beginning, I guess that's 1965. And the first one we heard was 1973. Then the middle. I usually start here. In my home, whenever I'm sketching out a new piece, I start by looking around. My closet door is open, and I can see a few sweaters and a dress I like. To go downstairs, rotate 11 degrees and advance 4 inches. To To think about dresses, rotate 150 degrees and advance 15 inches. Go downstairs. I've stopped halfway down and I'm sitting on the staircase. The tape recorder is on the carpeted step next to me. I'm leaning against a wall, holding a glass of wine, looking at some framed photographs on the wall. I regret giving Lula this voice now because it's annoying me. To fall asleep, rotate 235 degrees left and advance 20 inches. To look at a photograph of the national park, rotate 17 degrees and advance 6 inches. Fall asleep, why not? I fell asleep for a moment. I had a dream about a cave. I'm with Joseph and Donald. We're walking somewhere, looking for a cave. We're on a dirt trail, in the park. Or, well, it's not really a trail. It's a trail. It's a trail. It's more like a tendency. There tend to be fewer plants here, on the path we've been walking. Walking sounds. Now we're walking at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to mossy rock as the ground sinks into darkness. Joseph and Donald are following a rope down into the cave. They have computer equipment tied to their backs. So do I. To enter the cave, rotate 65 degrees left and advance 4 inches. That's the only choice. Yeah, that's the end of that one. So, 65 degrees, 4 inches. That's the last trip. So everything's down here now. Why has it started to sound creepy? The final resting place. Don't be so morbid. To remember a fond gesture, rotate 180 degrees and advance 23 inches. To regret a harsh word, rotate 12 degrees and advance 6 inches. Remember, it's morning now. I'm in the car. I'm driving to work. This is the last recording I'll make on this tape. And then I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow. Then who knows? I've been recording onto this tape for 15 years, I think. A lot of other things happened. So, here is the story. When I met Donald and Joseph, they were both students, and I was in a band performing on campus. They came to my show, and then we met at a bar and had a few drinks together. Joseph wanted to impress me, so he stole a metal cocktail tumbler and gave it to me. We got kicked out, wandered drunkenly until morning, and finally ended up at a diner. And now I use the tumbler to store extra pens on my desk. So, I'm almost out of tape. I guess I'll just let it run out while I drive. No instructions? I guess we should stop then. Do you feel done? I don't. Yeah, let's stop. I don't like this. Okay, I feel unresolved about that. I don't care, I didn't like that. That was not satisfying, I did not like that one bit. What's this? I like this. Visage, 1984, unknown media. What is that made of? It's a mystery. Looks like ribbons. Bandages? Oh, have you seen the Invisible Man? It's slice a visage to build a visage. A puzzle to its owner. What? It's a poem I read. I think it was written by a computer. Sounds like it. Vertex texture fetch. Tree, television and suspended cathode ray tube. 1968. Found materials. The picture on the TV. What is that? It's a lighthouse? Oh, evil within. No, it's a weather vane. Or a windmill. Or something. Is it a lighthouse? There was also a lighthouse in Life is Strange, wasn't there? What else was lighthouses in? Trying to think. Oh well, whatever. Spinning coin, suspended. Correcting for angular motion. 1976. Found materials. It feels so strangely alive. Yeah, like it's about to fall over. You mean the whole thing's about to fall over? Yeah, kind of anxious, right? I feel like we startled it. And now there's this uncomfortable pause. I feel really drawn to it, but it just makes me nervous. Yeah. So, is that everything? What was this? Did I look at this? I did. I looked at that first, didn't I? So, that's everything. I cut the computer tape path thing short, but I was not enjoying that. Maybe I missed something important, but tough, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm ready to go. Yeah, this show is exhausting. Okay, that was interesting. Not as much of a fan as I was of the first act, but maybe I'll be a fan of this act. Letter. Attention Lula Chamberlain. RE your application. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture's annual fellowship. We received a record number of applicants this year, over 100 in total, and regrettably we can award only one fellowship position this year. As you know, our review process includes a multi-phase blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions, as well as a careful review by a panel of subject matter experts on each applicant's notability and relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective in our process as to maintain the standards we established over our 35 years in operation. Our panel did not select your application. We encourage you to consider reapplying next year. Many young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. Young, but Lula Chamberlain is far from young. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Stone Norden, Architect. Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture. Below the printed text is a hastily handwritten note. Sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I just do the mail here. Your... What? Robert. Yeah, keep it. Lula folds the letter up and puts it in her handbag. Lula opens... a folder of writing paper on her desk. Yeah, write to Robert. To herself, quietly. Dearest Robert, thank you for your kind note. Though it has been years since my name appeared in a gallery programme, except as an occasional dusty curiosity in a group show or the impertinent subject of some misguided retrospective, I continue to. Something gratitude. Yours in situ, Lula. Don't tell me I'm going to be Lula all the time now. I don't like Lula very much. Carrington clears his throat. I apologise, I thought you were on the telephone. Are you busy? Just thinking out loud. There's no shame in it. After all, speech is a kind of thought. At our best, we think before speaking, but we rarely think while speaking. So where do our thoughts go then? It may be that they reverberate out into the room, dissipating in hallways or getting trapped in some resonant corner of... So, my own thoughts are wandering, clearly. I've got a lot on my mind, clearly. Well, I'll come straight to it then. The clerk upstairs tells me you've been assigned to my proposal. I've heard nothing in weeks, and I assumed it had been swallowed up by some dragon of administration, but... Lula, silence. Lula, my situation is desperate. I have hours. I must find a suitable venue for my play in time for its sunrise debut. Oh, fucking hell, I remember who this is. This is the guy that was talking to the fella at the gas station. Okay, yes, I do remember you. Sorry. If that voice is completely different to the voice I gave you before, that's because you came across differently. Well, the last decade of my life will have been a vision, within a dream, a fragment. I haven't had the chance to review it, to be honest. I see. Of course you're quite busy. I understand completely. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Lula. I'll go now. Oh, Lula, I thought you might want to know. I saw Joseph this evening, just after sunset. We sat for a bit, drank some cold coffee, and talked about university days. Better days. Maybe for him. There we go. Act 2, Scene 1. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Okay. Spending a lot of time in bureaus lately. Suppose it's better than the Federal Bureau of Control. There's a barrier. End of the line? Maybe it's still under construction. Well, work seems to have stopped for the moment. Can I talk to dog? Yay! Talk to dog. Get a good rest in the truck? Yeah, I know you love a drive. The wind in your ears. Yeah, I saw you back there, Homer. Okay, I'll talk to you, Shanna. Maybe someone here can point us in the right direction. Yeah, looks like they're still open. Must be the night shift. What do you think they do here? Looks like an office building. Yeah, an office building in a cathedral. That doesn't look anything like a cathedral. It looks like an old fucked warehouse. This is weird, but... do you think we're inside or outside right now? Well, it looks outside. It looks incredibly outside. Outside? Yeah, outside any man-made structure, I guess. Just feels like it's still inside, since we can't see the sky. Is this a 0? Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. Oh good, I'm still crippled. That's wonderful. I was hoping for that. There's a bell. Let's press the bell. Huh. Now I'm going to go. No? No. Okay, I will talk to the receptionist after all then. Marianne. Well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. We're actually a bit lost, ma'am. You're lost, so you're not there. Sorry, honest mistake. We're supposed to have a little celebration here at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought, but you don't really look like one of the boys from the distillery anyway. What are you celebrating? Ah, the less I understand the better. When I'm here, I keep the fans turning and the furnace hot and listen for the bell. When I get home, I'm a different person. I don't have to think about it. I just paint. Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through. We're still looking for Dogwood Drive, yeah. Do you know where that is? Dogwood? No. You're going to need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks. But first we've got to get you in the system, so you'll need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks. Now, let me see. Rick has booked proofreading drafts all afternoon. and wanders out on a site. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There are some books over there in the waiting area. We'll just take a look around. Have you seen our grotesques? What the fuck is that? Television's lighting up. The television is playing what looks like a nature documentary. A hermit crab scuttles across a beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. It must have once belonged to a different crab. Okay. The television is playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest. A scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of a young girl's hair. The nest is warm, but precariously fragile. Aha. The television is playing an instructional video on elevator design. It is crucial to maintain proper lighting in an elevator. In the absence of sight, passenger sense of motion is greatly enhanced. Is that true? That's interesting. The passengers should never feel as though they are physically ascending or descending. I do, every single time. I hate them. It's a really uncomfortable feeling. The elevator should create the illusion that the building is flat. This is a mark of a successful elevator design. I really don't like them. If there's a set of stairs, I will happily take the stairs. If there's lots and lots of stairs, I will still rather take the stairs. I'll take them if I have to, but I really don't like them. Oh, good. I thought you'd left. People can be so impatient. You never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. Oh shit. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. Her schedule says she's on the 5th floor, reviewing some diagrams. The elevator is just back to the left there. 5th floor. Well, thank you, Marianne. I'll go do that. You watch me go. Oh, there are books here. 3 books are piled on the table. A service manual for a sewage pump, some architectural plans for a bungalow, and a slim collection of Japanese death haiku. An envelope is protruding from the bottom of the stack. Conway picks up the envelope. The envelope reads Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small handwritten brochures with ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. Super. I'm glad I took that. Wait, have I still got my dice? Can I look? Ephemera. What is this? I don't remember picking this up. I have got my dice. And I can spin it. That's wonderful. I don't know why I'd need it, but I like that. I like that a lot. This game can be satisfying. Oh, you bitch! Just as I compliment the game for being satisfying, it shuts the elevator door on me. Rude. So rude. Oh, and there's elevator music. This whole game feels like it's one big ASMR. She's on the 5th floor, right? Conway scans a column of elevator buttons. Oh! Okay. 3rd floor, bears. Those are bears. Okay. Those are bears. Oh, that's... I don't think I should be here. The way they're just watching me is very spooky. I'm not okay with that. Okay, I regret my choices. She's on the 5th floor, right? Yeah, I'm not going to do that again. I'm thinking there's something interesting in the archives, but I'll maybe swing by on the way back if it lets me. There's a record there, and I need to stop it. Please stop. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Greg is hard at work examining some diagrams, measuring angles with a plastic protractor, and occasionally scribbling numbers in a small leather notebook. Can I help you? Don't answer that. Yeah. Are you Lula Chamberlain? No. You just missed her, actually. She was up here about an hour ago. She's probably back at her real desk now on the 1st floor. She barely made a dent in those diagrams. Must have been distracted. Speaking of which... Are you sure you're not Lula Chamberlain? You might be Lula Chamberlain. No, nothing worth going there for. Alright, fuck it, I'm swinging by the archive this time. Okay, our office is down on the 1st floor. Fourth floor, archives and records. Anything interesting in here? Is that a no? Is there nothing? There's got to be something, come on. There's really nothing. Alright, fuck it, I'm going in the meeting room with all those fellas in it. Conference room. Bears are still there. Hi. I would like to make a presentation. No. Oh, what's going on here? Don't know what happened there. Nothing really, if I'm honest. This was a waste of time, thanks people. Aha. So, first floor, clerk's offices. Did I miss Lula again? Yeah. Hello? Are you lost? Very much so, yes. Okay, well, let's get you pointed in the right direction then. It's a pretty straightforward process. First, you'll need to get a case number assigned. Talk to Clark Metzstein about that. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to help. Hello, Clark Metzstein. Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. Why, what? I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent addresses. I don't think I've had 5 permanent addresses. Yeah, I don't. I don't think I have. Oh, my sheet has 5 address boxes and it says to fill everything out. Yes. That is very much how red tape works, isn't it? Maybe if you fill out a transient subsheet, we can still get it processed. Talk to Clark Bomb and he'll get you set up with one. Yes, that is also how red tape works. Clark Bomb is over there in the corner. Happy to help. Okay, yeah. I'm getting the runaround. I see how this goes. Howdy. Here for a transient sheet? No problem. He rummages through some papers on his desk. Happy to help. He opens a few folders and quickly closes them. Looks like I'm out. I know there are some back in the archive. You have to put in a special request with Clark Macmillan. She's the document czar. Straight to the end of the office there, by the file cabinets. This is just a runaround. Where's Lulu Chamberlain? Oh no, that's her right there, in the cardigan. Yeah. Hi, Lula. Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth. Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning in on me. The receptionist said you could point us in the right direction. This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for you. I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go? We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. Do you know I used to live on a Dogwood Drive? This was years ago. A grimy old house. Basement full of insects. Attic full of birds. I had a few roommates. We all worked at the university. I had a dog. I drank whiskey and beer, and made sculptures. But that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. What are you doing on the 0? A gas station attendant told us we'd need to take the Zero to get there. Gas station attendant. I see. Friendly blind man. About my age. Hangs out with an old cat. Likes to pretend he's a poet. Old cat? I didn't see an old cat. Oh, no cat anymore. Sorry to hear it. Joseph and I used to work together. And we lived together. We were friends. Oh, that's the same Joseph. I see. This is all adding up. In that case, I got his voice completely wrong in the art installation. But that was a long time ago. We hadn't spoken in years. Do you know why he's pointed you this way? It's because he's still in love with me, of course. And now he's implicated you, quite inconsiderately. And in your condition, it's appalling. So I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. Get over yourself. I don't like her. I had to pick that. Lula pauses, taken aback. Well, I guess that's fair. Alright, maybe I can help you. For Joseph. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It was never a problem before, but now we have these databases, and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large Leaf Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance here. Where's the computer? Computer. Oh, that's all handled off-site. We write up formal requests for analysis, provide the necessary data, and then send the whole thing out by courier. So first you'll need the data. I expect you'll find the road name change log up in archives and records. 4th floor. It'll be filed under O for odonyms. What are odonyms? Probably. Or G for generic. Or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. That's a really unhelpful filing system, I love it. Thank you. Everything about this seems to be intended to frustrate me. Archives and records. So 4th floor. But, as it's meant to be a representation of bureaucracy in management situations, then yes, it's an accurate portrayal. But it doesn't make me any less annoyed. Here we go. Damn, this place is a mess. Okay. Take a look through that logbook, I guess. Maybe there's some kind of system to all these boxes. I'll just start digging. Small logbook has a smart leather cover. A few notes are scribbled on the inside covers. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. Ah. Page 14, fuck it. A single set of documents relating to coal mining operations was checked out and back in by several different people within a few hours. Inside back cover. Note in logbook. Failing antique shops, folder missing. Listed checked in on page 63, but not present. Wonder if Lisette's Antiques is one of them. Page 63. Check in. Failing antique shops. Monday, 3 p.m. Signee Ed Bomb. Did I check inside back cover? Oh, I did, yeah. Sorry, I'm losing track now. Page 1. Several documents relating to sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over a period of a few days. Basketball courts, basketball fields, alleys, and parking lots. Okay, that was not helpful at all. Put the logbook away. Nothing? Me neither. Half these boxes aren't even labelled, and the rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. I couldn't find anything with an O, or a G, or an S. Maybe that clerk knows somewhere else we can look. I haven't had this much fun since I went to the post office. Okay, her office is down to the first floor. Do you know how long it took me to get some fucking paperwork from that place? I can't even remember what it was now. It took like an hour and a half. Can I talk to Bomb? Please, this is Bomb. I want to talk to Bomb. I have to talk to Bomb. If I don't talk to Bomb, I can't find out what he did with the bit of paper about failing antique shops. Fine, carry on with the story, talk to Lula again. Nothing. That's unfortunate. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved to this venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit in progress. This was a cathedral not so long ago. Can you believe it? No! It looks nothing like a cathedral. Where are they getting this from? And then the Bureau reclaimed it. The old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activity. That's where you'll find the street name records, I expect. At the church. Mary Ann at reception can give you directions. Just come back here when you have the files, and we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analysed. Oh, and while you're out on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs, and I know he works at night. His home office is in a small neighbourhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Take care of each other. Okay, thanks Lula, but I still don't like you. Can we go? I want to be gone. Yep. Lobby. Let me go. Let this act be over. Well, let the scene be over. Not the whole act. Let's go. Go, go, go. What can I hear? Rain. Oh, it was the engine. Get what you need. Lula said you could direct us to the church. Oh sure, the old storage lot. Just get back on 0 and drive until you hit the crystal. Then turn around. It'll make sense once you get on the road. You can handle it. Well, thanks. Let's go. Let's go fast. Let's go far. They move on. Ooh, this is trippy shit. The 0 is weird. Oh, I see. Self-storage. No. I want to find that doctor first. Because my leg is fucking... It's a mess. Can I find the doctor? The pipe organ. Where was the pipe organ? Well, I'll check all that shit later. First, I need to find a doctor. The tree sounds familiar. The cathode ray does not. The tape recorder does not. I am completely lost now. I've fucked up, haven't I? The sprocket. The anchor. The bicycle. The feather. That. Fuck it. I'm sure the feather was the thing. Sandwich? No. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I think it was the icosahedron. The bottle. The TV. No. Seno. The pipe organ. The crystal. Right. Okay, so let's try again, shall we? And not fuck it up this time. The crystal, turn around, go the other way. The bureau. Right. So, head towards the crystal. Turn around, go the other way. And that's self-storage.